Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Today we need to create here the glossary app database. We need to develop inside the MySQL. Inside we need to create first of all the database. Then after we need to create one by one tables. And after we need to configure here the Node.js with the Express framework and use the MySQL plugins and Socket.io plugins we need to use inside here the this node REST API example inside we need to use here. First of all, we need to create here the tables and we need to already write down here the which columns and analyze the database table structures and we need to define here the all needed tables and to one by one create these all tables with this column names. First of all, we need to open here the our local database and we need to create here the database name. First of all, we need to write down here the database name. First of all, we need to create here the new and to write down here the glossary database name. We need to first of all give here the glossary and we need to create here the glossary tab. First of all, we need to write down here the user tables for the related all user logins and configures here. First of all, we need to write down here the user detail tables and to create here the 15 columns needs. First of all, we need to create here the user ID and auto increment we need to set here, and then after we need to write down username. For the sign up fields, this field use, that's why I need to declare here the usernames and varchars and to set here the 75 and default value we need to pass here the blank, and then after we need to set here the name property we need to use here and to varchars and to write down here the hundreds and to blank value we need to set here the blank value. Then after we need to set here the email address and to varchars and to set here the hundreds and defaults we need to set blank. Then after mobile numbers need to use here the varchars and to write here the 15s and to blank set here the defaults. Then after we need to set here the mobile codes numbers, mobile code columns we need to write down here varchars and to write down here the tens, write down and to set here the blank. Need if you give 6 is the good spots here, and then after we need to set here the password fields we need to set here the password to user set here the and to set here the 100 characters we need to set here. After we need to create here the authorized token for the login tab, configure here the this valid user tokens authorizations. If not valid, the user can the response back to unauthorized users and to 404 the error we need to give here. Set here hundreds. After we need to save here the device tokens, we need to save here the FCM, otherwise the need to use here the one signals. To write down here the varchars and to write down here the 150 and default value are the set blank. Then after we need to set here the reset codes for the forget password, we need to use this reset code and to set here the varchars to write down here the 8. By default 60 we need to set here for 0 here because our design used to use the port digit, that's why I need to set here the ports and to write down here 6. After we need to create here the status, this is the common for the all tables. Need to require these all fields. First of all need the ID, status for the delete or active for use here. Need down here the ones and to by default value need to set here 1 for the active. 2 means the delete the rocker. And now need to create here the created dates. And to set here date time. And to define here the current timestamp. Then after we need to set here the modify dates, we need to set here. And to write down here the timestamps, current time. Now these tables are the done, and we need to save these tables here. Write down here the save here, click here and to save this here. Now need to create here the another tables we need to develop for the category details tables we need to develop here. To write down here the category details, to write down here the cat ID, and to define here the varchars auto increments. And first of all we need to give here the cat name, set here varchar, and to set here the red. And then after we need to set here the image varchar, set here the 75 default blank. And then after we need to set here the colors fields, we need to set here, and to write down here the tents, set here for the white colors, and to set here black color. After we need to import here the 3 more columns we need to set here. First of all we need to create here the status, write down equals, set here 1. 1 means the active, 2 means delete. Now we need to create a dates, we need to set here date. To write down here the date time columns, timestamp, set here timestamp, and to set here the date times, and to write down here the modify columns, and set here. Now need to save these here, and these category tables are the done here. After we need to create here the product brands details, we need to tables, write down here to create here the new tables, and need to for the product related all brands need to register here. Brand tables need to brand detail, brand, write down here the brand ID, and to create auto increment. And then after we need to set here the brand name varchars, and to set here the default value, and to give this value here hundreds, to set here the 1. Then after we need to set here the status features, and defaults we need to set once means is active, and 2 means deleted. Now we need to set here the created dates, and one more column we need to import here, and modify dates we need to set here. And to write select here the date times, both column inside we need to use here the date times, and select the current timestamps. Now need to save these tables, brand details, and now need to create here the type details tables are the develop inside the like the rice, dal, dairy products, which like the these tables are into save here the different categories like eggs, which type these products main ingredients. You can talk about the main ingredients with the configures here. To write down here the type detail, and for 5 columns need to write down here the first of all the type ID, auto increments. Then after we need to give here the type name, set here the varchars, and we need to set here the 100. By default need to set it a blank. Then after we need to set here the brand image, write down here, and to set here the records and to set as a blank. Then after we need to set here the colors, varchars, and to here and by default we need to give here the color black colors here. After we need to set here the status once, and to default we need to set here once is means active, 2 means delete, and now need to create here the created dates. Write down here date, and to set here the date times and timestamps. Now need to set timestamp and date time. Need to get here the columns and to write down here the modified dates. And now need to save these tables. Type details tables are the created done here. For tables are the develops. Now need to product details tables we need to develop here. First of all, so need to create here the product details tables. For inside we need to save here the all product related information like name, nutrition values, like we will to create here the product information tables we need to write down. So first of all we need to give here the tables names are the product details tables we need to set here. Write down your product, and now need to set here the product id, pro id, auto increments. Then after we need to give here the category. By default we need to set here 0. Then after we need to set here the brand id, that by default as a 0. After we need to create here the type id, which type of the category, which type is this product inside the available, like eggs, rice, food, fruits, 0 here. And now need to more tens columns we need to add here. After we need to set here the product name, set here varchars, and to set here the 200, set here. After we need to set here the details for the related product details we need to set here the 500, 5000, not hundreds, because to big descriptions need to write down here. After we need to give here the unit names like 1 piece, 2 piece, 100 gram, 1 kg. Need to write down here the blanks, and to set here the value need to give here the, and now need to give here the unit value varchars. And after we need to set here the product price, write down here the doubles, and by default you need to set here the 0. After we need to set here the status, once means active, 2 means delete, and now need to create here the created dates and write down here the date time, save here. And now need to save these tables here the invalid length for we need to get the value, set here the 20. Status or the invalid defaults value we need to set here. And now save these the tables are the save here and check here, and to get here the product details tables and to get done. Now need to create here the nutritional details tables need to develop here. We'll create here the new, and to write down here the nutrition details, and first of all we need to write down here the nutritional id, and to create here the auto increments, and we need to set here the product id, and by default we need to set here the 0. Then after we need to give here the nutrition name varchars, and to write down here the 120. After we need to set here the nutrition value varchars and write down here the, and we need to add here 3 more columns. We need to add here status, created dates and modified dates. Need to set here. We need to set here status. We need to set here the created dates. After we need to set here the modified dates. Now we need to give here the default value. We need to set here 1 null. Write down here 1. Set here date time. After we need to create here the current timestamps, and now need to save these tables. Okay, now these nutrition tables are the done, and now need to create here the image detail for the we need to create here the product image. We need to save one by one, like if one product inside the 5 image, that's why I need to define here the one another tables for the image details, and need to save here the multiple image inside these tables. First of all, need to write down here the image detail table here, and first of all need to create here the image id, and to write down here the auto increments, and then after need to set here the product id, and to set default value need to set here the 0. After need to give here the image and give the varchars, and to 75 need to set here. After need to set here the status, and here set here first one, 2 means delete, and after need to create here 2 more columns. Need to add here created dates and modified dates. This is the created date status, and the modified dates is always give the any tables we need to use here, because we need to not delete here the permanent data. We need to virtually delete. You retrieve this data, you can easily and get this data. That's why I need to create here the virtual deletes. Now need to create here the date times, and to write down here the current times, and now need to save this here. Now this is the product informations are the done, and now need to product give the user orders. After need to get here the product review. Need to create here the review tables are here. Stop to write down here the review details, to give here the review id, set here the auto increments, and then after need to set here the product id, user id, set default value. After we need to create here the rate, set here heads, and write down 5. After we need to add here the 4 columns. Need to put here, write down here the review message for the varchars, and to set here the 100. And after we need to set here the status columns, set here default value need to set here for the actives, and now need to create here the created and modified date. Set here the date time, after need to set here the current timestamp here, and now need to save these tables here, and done this review details tables, and now need to save these tables here. Now review details are tables are the done. Now need to create here the favorite data. Need to set here the favorite product inside the user. Need to create here the new tables for the favorite details, and now need to create here the favorite id, auto increments. Need to set here first of all to set here the product id, and then after need to set here the status, and after need to give it the created dates, and one more column need to add and modify. Now need to set here the all data types. Need to set here by default set as a 0. After need to create here 1, by default give 1, and to set here the date time columns, current steps. Okay, now these favorite details tables are the done. Inside we need to save which user inside this favorite, and one more columns need to save here to write down here user ID, because we need to save here the user against this product are the favorite unfavorite status we need to mention. That's why I need to now need to move this column. First of all, we need to set here. Now need to create another tables for the cards. User cards need to save here. So write down here the card details, and to write down here the cards ID, and to auto increments we need to set here. After we need to set here the user ID, first value we need to set here 0. After we need to give here the product ID 0. After we need to set here the quantity 1, and we need to add here the 3 more columns. We need this date and modified set here by default 1 active. So we need to set here the date time and to create the current timestamps. For the modified dates we need to use the current timestamps here. Now we need to save this table, or the inside we need to my card user card details. Inside we need to save here the user date quantity with value inside the save inside the my cards. After we need to create here the order details tables, we need to user can place order, then we need to save here all information related to orders, and we need to save here. First of all we need to create the new tables and to add here more 15 columns to add, because these tables are the bigs. Need to write down here the order details table. First of all need to save here the order ID, write down here the auto increments, and then after we need to set here the cards ID. Need to save here the multiples value for the related this orders. Need to all cards ID we need to save comma separators here, like we need to ID card ID 1 2 3 4 6, like we need to save here, and need to write down here the blank and to set here the 500. After we need to create here the user ID which users this place these orders. By default set here 0. After we need to set here the user address ID, and after we need to create this address user all address list we need to save inside the one tables we need to create. After this details tables are need to link here this address ID. We need to by default give is 0 for the user address related all information save inside the address details table. Now need to set here the product user totals or product sums. We need to set here first of all we need to give here the doubles, and to set here value 0.0 set here. After we need to set here the user payable amounts, we need to price we need to set here the doubles, and to write down here the value 0. After we need to set here the user discount amounts price, we need how many collect the discounts to set here inside this value this transaction inside the discount price. After we need to set here the delivery price, we need to set here doubles, and after we need to set here the promo codes ID. If you user apply the promo codes, you need to configure the promo codes ID. After we need to create these tables of the promo code details tables need to develop. After you can understand how to work this here. Only for now the linking purpose we need to set here by default set as varchars need to set here, and to here the 20 by default set here blank. After we need to set here the delivery types, which type of the delivery otherwise the collection. Two types available inside the delivery. Set here once and to create here the one delivery, and second was these collections types to create here. Once for delivery and another guide collection set here. After we need to set here the payment types, we need to set here teasers, write down here, and to set here the write down here set here status. Now need to set here the status for related here the payment status. To define here the by default one has a waiting for the paymenting. Second times the payment are done, third win fail, and fourth one is the report. This is the payment status. After need to set here the order status, need to maintain years varchars, and to set here one by default need to set here the once new order. Two means are accepted. Three means order deliver. Fourth means cancel. Fifth need to set here decline. After need to set here the status and write down here created dates, which date are the place these orders. Need to set here the created dates time and to timestamp. After need to create here the modify, to write down here the set here. Now need to these order details tables are the done, and if you need more columns, need to created API times need to add here add the columns, and remove unused columns need to here, because we need to create here the basic structures for these tables here. To required fields are to get here. Now need to save these tables here. After we need to create here the address details and to save here the user addresses, we need to address list for use the here address tables. Write down here the address tables develop here to give here the address ID, and now need to set here that's now need to give here the address titles for the name use here character, and to set here the 50 by default need to set here. After need to give here the phone number related to this address, set varchars and to set 20 by default set here the blank optional value, and then to set here the address right here the home apartments address line 1 address line 2. We need to save inside this column, need to write down here the 200s and to set here the blank. After need to create here the city, first of all need to add here more columns, need to 6 to add here, and we need to write down here the city set varchars, and to write down here the user city names, we get here to save here 75. After we need to set here the state names, we need to write down here, and after we need to add here the postcodes, we need to set here varchars set to. Now need to this address are the defaults, need to set here the types default address, need to set here to write down here the ones by default set 0. After need to get here the status columns need to one use. Now need to one more columns need to created dates. After need to create here by dates. Set here the varchar date times, not varchar. To set here date times and to set here timestamp by default value. And now need to save these tables are the address details tables are the need to save here the order payments details. We need to save here the payment related here the transaction info need to set here for like online payment gateway. You can pay amounts and need to save the response this payment are the success. Now need to create here the new tables order payment details tables need to set here and need to save here the transaction ID for the gateway transaction ID and transaction response need to save here set the varchar. Now need to set here the transaction ID auto increments. So right order ID transaction fee so need to get status three more columns need to set here. Write down here the section transaction ID here. Write down here the value for the periods need to set here the 500 5000 not 100 to set here transaction ID hundreds by default set here blank. Now need to set here the status and to create here one. After need to create here the created dates and modified dates need to set here for the these tables. Set here the column types to date time and after need to set here the current timestamp for the default value. And now save these tables and order payment details tables are the save. After need to create here the offer tables need to develop here and to write down here the offer details tables to give here the offer and auto increments. And after need to set here the product ID set default as 0 and to offer price we need to sell price we need to set here how many amounts we need to the offers actual price we need to save here and we need to save here the discount amount that is equals write down here 0. After we need to set here the start date created the stamps set here current timestamps. Now need to add more 4 columns need to here and date time don't need to create here the status date dates we need to save here write down here the current save here and now need to save here the offer details tables are created done here and to save here. And after need to create here the promo details tables need to codes tables to tables for here the promo codes. Suppose need to create here the promo codes for increments and to write down the code varchars and set here After need to give here the offer price. Tables and to get here. And now need to create here the start dates and to add more for the status date. And now need to set here the date time status for this. Now need to set the created dates for the date time that here. Now need to set it step. And last one, tables need to develop for the notification details. Tables need to develop here the new tables here down here the notification tables. To write down here the notification ID increments. And now need to set title notifications need to set here that 100. After need to set here shell. After need to set here the notification type need to set here. Now need to create more columns. Add here status. Time first time step. After set here the date time. Now need to save these tables, and we need to create here the online glossary database. We need to design structure are the done, and now we need to implement inside here the nodes how to configure here these tables inside. Configure with the MySQL connections need to set it. I have already created one's previous video inside into how to configure here the Node.js, Express.js, MySQL and MySocket.io. With the demo we need to create it here. You can see, and I will to give here the info buttons inside side menu inside. We need to give here the these three tutorials. We need to add here the info buttons. And let's start. We need to first of all we need to download here the Node Express.js API based setup with MySQL and Socket.io. Need to download these examples. Need to available these URLs and to downloads. If you see how to create, I will give the link how to create here, and inside we need to list out here the step how to create these projects based setups. You can easy to understand and learn and see the all video and easy to get here. Now need to download this codes here or for any. I have to write down here the nodes and not to replace here. Already we need to download here and to open this, and now need to first of all need to rename these projects here to set here the these folder names. Write down and glossary with these folders names, and we to open inside the VX coders. First of all need to export these tables and to put these files inside. This here. this SQL file inside the database. Now need to create here the one by one. So need to first of all need to go inside the configurations and need to change this name, rename, and use this name here and to set here. And you set here the user time zone. Our country time zone is the 5:13. Our country time zones, and to set here the unicodes and to set character set for the save this emoji characters need to save here to this character set too. Now need to save this here and now need to change here the ports. Need to first of all set here the ports. Need to set here the this is the port, which port inside the node this server. Write down the 3001 port set here. Otherwise you can give here the another ports need to change to here the service ports need to set here. And this is the bridge structures for the here availables. And now need to go inside the logins and one API the created here the for the login API need to develop inside. Need to convert inside our the first of all need to on here the our database tables for the user details tables and to configure the structures to copy, select, copy here, and now need to set here. First of all need to create the API. First of all need to how to write this API and explain in details YouTube video. You can see how to create this. First of all need to write down the apps post and to write down here the API path here the set here, and after need to get here the API response body request body and save here. After need to save inside the one variable the request whole body and need to check here the which parameter are the needs here for the logins need to set here, and need to one flag need to active for the return here the if you this debug enables then to return here the which parameter are missing. Otherwise if you set here the false not get the here the which parameter are missing. This is the debug flag setting here inside the helper class. Now need to go inside here and now need to paste here the first of all need to set here the created dates modifies and get here the status, and now need to configure here the our database. You need to set here paste this here, replace this and to unuse device token no needs here, set code no needs to, and you need to it's not now need to check here and to get here the response need to back to set here are now this logins API are the done, and then after need to create here the register API. How to create here the register API? Need to write down here the first of all need to write down here the app dot post. This is the method for the post methods, and to write down here the API and to sign up and to create here. Now need to create this here and to copy these structures need to and paste here, and first of all need to pass here the user and to check here first of all to get this get here the already first this email address already registered. And this message starts. And now need to create here the first of all the update here the auth tokens. Need to forget this to create the query. Need to use here the update. Copy this and to the and need to no names here and to set here the question mark. That is auto set here set token last year. After to status here and now need to question mark. Now need to get the pass this variables value in emails. After need to set here the password that here the auth tokens. Write down here the helper token all these functions at this value. After need to set here the this device tokens value need to pass here check dot and here and pass here modified dates need to now. After need to and password that here and now need to check here the errors and get result. See that here format text here. Now need to copy this as well else value else and to write down here the affected row. Save this here and to pick this type of affected row I need to set here if 0 more than that so need to user are the elements that here users need to save and now need to save this and login API the done and now need to create here the register API. So yes control Z and to triple check here the this email address are the already registered or not so need to check here if you more than one records need to get here this password this value check here and we need to see here now need to if you get here records that's already this email address are the registered inside the database. Now need to create here the else parts need to create first of all the DB query. Write down here the insert query. Open here the MySQL database and to select here the insert. Copy this value and you need to set the query. Now need to password to consolidate past here for the set codes no needs here. Now need to count this value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7's value need to set inside the count. And to copy the shares and here. Do not save this data, so need to set here the else response need to pass here the API. Write down here the let's see help. And if you need to get this response, so we need to first of all go inside, we need to and to add ID, and first of all need to create these tokens. Should be only to get the object and the name. Need to be the past here. Store check the password. Now need to set here for tokens. Past here base tokens need past here. Already you need to pass here the dated dates and the modified dates. No need to pass here. And now need to this here. Password. Get here the result. Set. Past here. And to get the sign up API are the done. Now need to test inside the Postman working goods or not. First of all need to how to run these nodes. Write down here the Node.js dot JS running. Not working because we need to install here the install command to run first, because we need to not import here the node modules. Double imports here. After need to run here the node apps app.js. Now connection are the database, and now need to open here the postmans and to create here postman to fire this API. And now need to create here the new collections and to down here the collection online glossary. And now need to create here plugins, and now need to set here the parameters need to pass here. And to on here samples and pass this parameter here tokens. Save the and lose save here. Now need to create here the sign up. Okay, first of all need to sign up. To parameters. Oh, and device token for the apps and to save this sign up. Now need to first of all the register here. Token need to, and now need to fire this API. Get here the server in fix this error out. And one more folder, so need crash log directory into write down save for the crash logs, and to create a new folder inside need to save here the all crash log. And now need to check here the on columns, check trace these errors, find out username fields. $57 clients CRM. Not passed here the the details tables need now need to save here. Lots of events. Check inside the postman. Now need to get check here. ID are the $28 land last year. Hence, this year. and now need to save this here, and need to forget tables names, that's why I need to get correct. And now need to paste again. I hope this working goods here. These emails are already registered because we need to clean first of all the database. Go inside the options and we need to truncate these tables. Now need to share the, and now this user are the created successfully API working goods, no any issue. Now fix and now need to try to log in this accounts postman. Now the login API are the working goods and we to return this login payloads and we to access token. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and increase our YouTube family. And if you have any question, so please write down in the comment section. I will help you and sort out your issue. And everyone have a nice day and goodbye and take care.